Welcome back to Abrams Arena. Eric Rogers here with you as we are between the men's and women's game as the Oklahoma City University Stars women were able to hold off Rogers State and win 61-50. And before we get to the stats, some other finals from across the conference. Oklahoma Christian beats out USAO 63-43. John Brown able to outlast Mid-America 60-41. And Oklahoma Baptist beats Wayland Baptist 75-55. And for the stats in our game, once again, the Stars won 61-50 over Rogers State. The Stars improved to 24-1 overall, 18-1 in conference play, and Rogers State falls to 17-10 overall, 11-8 in conference play. For the Hillcats, leading the scoring was Gianna Wood. She had 16 points. She was 6 of 10 from the field and 4 of 5 from the free throw line, and she added 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and had 3 turnovers. Next in scoring was Sierra Cornwell. She ended up with 12 points. She was 6 of 15 from the field, 0 of 2 from the free throw, from beyond the arc, and added 8 rebounds. She had 1 assist, 3 blocks, 2 steals, and 6 turnovers. Next in scoring for the Hillcats, Ariana Silva. She had 7 points. She was 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 4 from beyond the arc, and added 2 free throws. She had 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal, along with 4 turnovers. The Hillcats shot 21 of 64 in the game for 32.8%, and from the free throw line, they were 6 of 11 for 54.5%, and from beyond the arc, they were 2 of 18 for 11%. 43 rebounds total for the Hillcats, 15 of those offensive, and OCU only had 39 and only 8 offensive rebounds in the game. Leading the scoring for the Stars was Desiree Jeffries. She had 12 points. She was 4 of 9 from the field and added 4 free throws. She had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 1 turnover. And next in scoring, we had 3 tied at 9 points apiece. And 1 point away from a double-double with Tiffany Goldwire. She had 9 points and 10 rebounds. She was 3 of 5 from the field, added 3 free throws, 2 assists, 3 steals, and had 5 turnovers, which led the team. And next with 9 points was Lauren Gover. She was 3 of 13 from the field and was finally able to put down 2 3-pointers, but she was still only 25%, 2 of 8, and had 1 free throw. She had 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and 1 turnover. And also with 9 points was Taylor Booz. She was 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from beyond the arc, added 2 free throws, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and had 4 turnovers. Shooting percentage for the Stars, 23 of 55 in the game. They were 41.8% after only shooting 8 of 22 in the second half. Free throws, they were 10 of 20 in the game, 50%. And from beyond the arc, they were 5 of 20, 25%. Points in the paint, Rogers State won that battle 32-26. And points off turnovers, OCU had 15 to Rogers State 13. Second chance points, Rogers State had 8 to OCU 6. Fast break points, OCU had 10 to Rogers State 2. And points off the bench, OCU 14 and Rogers State 11. The largest lead in this one, OCU led by 18 in the first minute of the second half, but just could not hold on to that as they were only able to win by 11, and that got down to 8 points, but they were able to keep it at that level in the game. Once again, Oklahoma City wins this one 61-50 as they improve to 24-1 overall, 18-1 in conference play, and we will have the call of the men's game coming up here in just a bit as we have a couple of other final scores in the conference. Levitt Christian, 7th ranked, beat St. Gregory 65-55. Southern Nazarene, 15th ranked in the nation. They beat Northwestern 69-59. And once again, Oklahoma Baptist beats Wayland Baptist 75-55. John Brown beats Mid-America Christian 60-41. And Oklahoma Christian beats USAO 63-43. And we'll have to call the men's game coming up. You're listening to Stars Basketball on OCUsports.com.
Welcome back inside Abelman's Arena. Greg Merrick, Eric Rogers with you. Stars women win 61-50. OCU improves to 24-1, 18-1 in the Sooner Athletic Conference play. Now it's on to the men's game. The last time these two teams played, Eric, up at the Expo Center in Claremore, it was a good one. Rogers State currently ranked 5th in the NAIA Division I standings. Rogers won the first meeting 81-79 in a game where OCU led most of that contest. It was back and forth, but OCU led for most of the way. A big three-pointer by Ewings with 3 seconds left. They were down by 1. Was the difference in that one.
And that was the first game that started the long run of games that came down to pretty much the final basket for either team, and it's been an exciting trip since then.
Take a timeout, come back from the starting lineups in the opening tip. You're listening to Stars Basketball.
If you follow these simple instructions, you can avoid suffering from asthma. Don't get a cold, don't get an infection, don't be near mold, don't be near pollen, avoid grass, avoid wind, avoid rain, cold air. Don't touch dogs, don't touch cats, don't pet horses, don't handle birds, don't eat milk products, worm products, or animal products, don't laugh, don't ride, don't run, don't jump, don't swim, don't get angry, don't be afraid, don't get excited, don't be sad, don't be young, don't get old, don't be mad, don't be woman, don't be a child, don't be blind, don't be red, don't be brown, don't be white, don't be rich, don't be poor, don't be alive. By following these simple instructions, you will help 26 million Americans who have suffered from asthma-free. If you think you or your loved ones may have trouble following these preventive measures, call 1-800-LUNG-USA to help the American Lung Association rewrite the rules of asthma and stop this epidemic disease.
Brought to you by the American Lung Association.
My husband and I, we met at a
strip mall
dance. He was 20, I was 17. It was a beautiful old
strip mall
built by my grandfather after he'd emigrated from Holland to be a farmer. Anyway, when I saw my husband at that dance, I realized I'd seen him before at a big rally at the
highway on ramp
for all the men who'd enlisted. He was going to war. 2 weeks later, he left for basic training. Oh, I cried my eyes out that day. His train left the
car dealership.
But we rode to each other every day. I rode my bike the 10 miles to the
high-rise
each morning just so I could meet the mail when it got there. 4 years later, he came home to me, and we're married at the little
convenience store
downtown.
When we lose a historic place, we lose a part of who we are. To learn how you can help protect places in your community, visit nationaltrust.org. History is in our hands. A message brought to you by the National Trust for Historic Preservation and the Ad Council.
Thanks for asking, but I'd rather not send you nude pictures. I'm camera shy. I already said no. It's against my religion. I'm giving my dog a bath, you can have pictures of that. Pressure gives me hives. Under my clothes, I'm a robot. Hold on, let me ask my mom. Sorry, my webcam is broken. I'm worried they'll get passed around school. Unfortunately, I just had my clothes surgically attached to my body. If they got out, I might never be president. I'm already naked, under my clothes. Not even if you were all 3 Jonas Brothers.
And welcome back to Abe Lemons Arena. Eric Rogers here with you alongside Greg Merrick as we get set for the men's game as the Stars 11-11 overall, 8-10 in conference play, take on the Rogers State Hillcats, 20-5 overall, 13-5 in conference play. Starting lineups for the Hillcats, number 2, a 5'10 senior from Broken Bow, Oklahoma, Maurice Rutherford. Number 3, a 6'5 junior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Donald Williams. Number 11, a 6'2 junior from Houston, Texas, Kendrell Thompson. Number 23, a 6'4 junior from Indianapolis, Indiana, Kenny Edwards. And number 42, a 6'6 senior from Byron, Georgia, Larry Cox. For the Oklahoma City University Stars, number 1, a 6'1 junior from Katy, Texas, Charlton Jones. Number 2, a 6'6 senior from London, England, Erlen Jackman. Number 4, a 6'9 sophomore from Capitol Heights, Maryland, Tim Morton. Number 5, a 6'4 junior from Chicago, Illinois, Troynell Adams. And number 12, a 6'4 senior from Flower Mound, Texas, Shane Rogers.
Rogers State comes in ranked 5th in NAIA Division I basketball, 20-5 on the season, 13-5 in Senior Athletic Conference play. OCU 11-11 on the year, 8-10 on the season. OCU is coming off that 66-63 loss to Lubbock out in Lubbock, Texas, to Lubbock Christian. Stars have played 11 games this season that have been decided by 5 points or less. Going back to the point that you made, Eric, when this game at Claremore is what started that trend. So 11 games ago, or more than that as far as actual games, but 11 games this year, 5 points or less, games have been decided. And unfortunate for the Stars, a lot of those 11 losses have come on the wrong side of those games.
And that's something that they've really had to look at fixing throughout the season, and unfortunately it hasn't gone their way. But hopefully, if it does from now on, it will.
Tip on the way, and it's controlled by OCU. Stars will move from left to right on your screen here in the opening period of play. OCU in their home white uniform, blue trim, blue numerals on the front and back. Rogers State home in their road blue with red numerals on the front and back. Shot on the way by Tim Morton's no good. Jackman with the rebound, pump fakes, double clutch layup, up and in. Stars lead it 2-0. Rutherford into the front court, picked up man-to-man by Charlton Jones, and now a whistle on the 5-second count on Rutherford. Turnover, Rogers State on their first possession.
Stars definitely going to have to capitalize on this quick turnover. Set the tone for the rest of the game.
I'm sorry, Eric Jones into the front court. To Shane Rogers. Shane around to pick the top of the key. Turns the ball back to Tim Morton in the corner. Tim, one dribble, cross-court pass to Jones for Troynell Adams. Troynell, top of the key. Here's Tim, who steps out between the two circles. 15 to shoot to Jones. Shane Rogers, jumper just inside the three-point line, is up and in. Stars lead at 4-0 over the 5th-ranked team in America. Larry Cox hands the ball off to Williams. Williams, near side, threw it away. Jones with it. Jones leading the 2-on-3 break. Leaves it for Shane Rogers. Three-point jumper. No, it's short. Rebound controlled by Rutherford on the fly. Rutherford down the center of the floor. Leaves it near side Thompson. He'll fire from 3. No, it's short. Rebound on the floor picked up by Troynell Adams. Near side. There's Troynell. To Jackman. Charlton Jones, and he'll reset, picked up by Rutherford. Angles near side, in the corner to Shane. Shane around the pick, the top of the key. Picks up his dribble, goes right side, free throw line to Jackman. Jackman crossover, drives in, pumps. Jumper off the glass, no. Rebound controlled by Rogers State. Jackman with a huge game, 5 threes in that last meeting up in Claremore against the Hillcats. Here's Cox. Larry will fire from deep 3. That's no good. Shane Rogers clears the rebound for OCU. Into the front court is Charlton Jones. To Shane. Both teams start out in the man-to-man. Right side here's Troynell. One dribble, top of the key. Tim Morton. Left side free throw line extended to Shane Rogers. Shane's bounce pass down low to Jackman. Jackman spins to his right. Pump fakes. Goes up. Shot no. Tim Morton with the rebound. Put back no. Foul called. Tim will head to the line, I believe, unless they called it on the floor. I don't think they did. It will be 2 shots. Foul called on Larry Cox, his first, team's first. And Tim Burke will be at the line to shoot a pair. Tim on the season, just 68% from the line. And the southpaw readies himself. Free throw on the way. Hard off the back iron, no good.
Number 0, Ryan Gibson.
Ryan Gibson will check into the lineup. 6'8" junior transfer from Wyoming, originally from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Second free throw on the way. It's good. In fact, Rogers State, 3 Division I transfers on this team. Wyoming, Ole Miss, Sam Houston State. Technically, Sam Houston State's an FCS school. Now here's the steal by Chapman. Chapman on the runaway all the way to the bucket. Reverse lay, double clutch layup. It's good for the Jam. Chapman put a little extra oomph into that show. Satisfied the pretty large student section that showed up across the way. 7-0 OCU. Here's Williams. Off the pick, drives in, fadeaway jumper short, no. Rebound controlled by Gibson. Gibson kicks it back outside to Rutherford and he'll reset. Right side, here's Thompson. Kendall drives in, hesitates, spins, walks with the basketball, no call, and a jump ball call. And it'll be Rogers State basketball, 24 to shoot, and Hillcats caught a break there.
Number 33, Matthew Martin. And number 15,
Patrick Garden into the lineup. Also into the lineup is Alex Ewing. He was the hero the last time these two teams met. Corey Nicholson into the lineup as well. Justin Hammond is checked in for Rogers State as well. Hammond gets the inbound. Between the leg dribble, drives the corner. That's blocked off, gets it to Gibson. 8-footer is good. And finally, Rogers State is on the board. 16:27 to play first half. Here's Troynell Adams to Jackman. Chapman again, that huge game in the first meeting. Ewing with the big 3 to win it. Jackman, double clutch layup. It's blocked. No good. Outlet on the far side. Goes to Ewings. Drives in. Misses the shot. Rebound controlled by Edwards. Put up and in. 7-4. OCU. There's Shane Rogers in the corner. 3-point jumper's long. No. Gibson with the rebound on the near side. Outlets to Rutherford. Rutherford down the center of the floor. It leaves it on the far side to Hammond. Hammond down low. Darden turns, shoots. No. Rebound controlled by Troynell Adams. Troynell down the near side. Between the leg dribble. Top of the key, here's Jackman. Left side, here's Charlton Jones to Jackman. Shane Rogers with 18 to shoot. Charlton Jones trying to pick the top of the key. Reverses dribble. Hangs in the air and throws it away. Might add that one of the TV stations is down on the right side as well. I think Chapman may have saw them down there to whittle his breakaway and put a little reverse double clutch dunk that will be on the highlight reel on the local TV station tonight. Near side, here's Hammond. Hammond drives through traffic, and then unfortunately Shane Rogers fell right on top of him. It'll be the first team foul on OCU, first on Shane.
First personal, first team foul on OCU.
And Rogers State will inbound with 14:50 to play. Hammond to do the honors. Gets it inbound to Ewings. To Rutherford, back to Ewings near side. Down low, here's Darden. Darden turns, working against Corey Nicholson. Tried to go up and under, missed the shot. Chapman with the rebound and a whistle and a foul called on Rogers State.
Foul number 2. Maurice Rutherford, Rogers State.
Foul was called on Rutherford, his first, team second.
Foul to Rogers State.
And Charlton Jones will walk it up. Stars with a 7-4 lead over the number 5 team in the country. Had a 7-0 lead to start the game. Rogers has scored 4 straight. We've been kind of at a lull the last couple of minutes. In the corner is Troynell Adams. Cross-court pass to Shane Rogers. Rogers State in the zone now. Here's Charlton. 10 on the shot clock. Drives in, leaves it for Shane. Top of the key, Jackman. Drives in, double clutch shot, no. Rebound controlled by Darden of the Hillcats. Rutherford into the front court to Ewings. Ewings around the top of the key. Right side, here's Hammond. Three-point jumper on the way is good. We're tied at 7. It's a 7-0 run by Rogers State.
Stars slowed it down, and Rogers State taking advantage, speeding it up a little bit to their speed, and they're able to tie it back up.
Troy Nell with Charlton. Shane Rogers. Troy Nell in the lane. Lost the handles. He put it on the floor, and Hammond come away with it. Allen near side to Rutherford. Rutherford 3-on-3 break. Drives in the paint. Pull up 6-footer good. And a whistle and a timeout called by OCU. 9-7, the Hillcats are taking the lead because you're listening to Stars Basketball.
You are round MVP.
Yeah, man. Yo, Drew, I finally got round MVP. Round MVP.
No way. That was some ownage.
Finally earning round MVP takes determination. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
Visit knowhowtogo.org to learn what you should be doing right now to prepare for college. Start taking the steps at knowhowtogo.org. Brought to you by the American Council on Education, Women Foundation, and the Ad Council.
9-7, Rogers State leads OCU.
I developed epilepsy.
Hate it when that happens. Fire the board operator.
Please no.
9-7. Rogers State with the lead, 13:20 to go. 9-0 run by the Hillcats. Three-quarter court zone defense now by Rogers State. Jones into the front court. Charlton to Shane Rogers. Shane around the top of the key. Back to Charlton Jones, left side. Ever since this zone has been switched by Rogers State, it's caused OCU problems. And now here's Ewings with the steal. Ewings all the way to the bucket. Shot, no. Foul called. It's going to be on Troy Nell Adams. It'll be the third team foul. First on Troy Nell, second team foul. It'll be free throws for Ewing.
Alex Ewing, Rogers State, 2 times.
Ewing free throw on the way. It's no good. Second free throw on the way by Ewing is up and in. It's a 10-7. Hillcat lead in the 10-0 run. Jones into the front court. Right side is Troy Nell. Drives in. Double clutch. He walked with the basketball. Turnover, Rogers State. Hillcats get it back. Rutherford quickly into the front court to Ewing. Stars got lulled to sleep, and now a late whistle and a foul called on OCU. Foul is going to be called on Tim Morton. No, they're going to give Troy Nell Adams. That's his second for Troy Nell. Third team foul. Caleb Smith will check in quickly for the Stars.
Concat came after Ewing's lost the ball, too.
Inbound tip by Charlton Jones in the backcourt, and he comes away with it to the rim. Shot blocked by Ewings from behind. Rutherford with the basketball over to the bucket, lobs it for Darden. Layup, no. Ball tipped around. Tim Morton had it out of his hands, and now into the hands of Darden again. What a wild sequence that was. Ewings between the two circles. Angles far side. Gets a screen from Gibson. Down the top of the key. Free throw jumper. No, it's short. Rebound on the floor. Still being fought for. Now we're going to have a whistle and a jump ball. And it'll be possession arrow favoring OCU.
Possessing Rogers State. 42. Larry Cox returning to Rogers State. Also number 11.
Larry Cox back into the lineup for Rogers State. As is Kendall Thompson.
Check that. Possession OCU.
Caleb Smith has checked into the lineup for OCU as well.
I think just about everybody touched the ball on all those tips and just fighting for the rebounds.
Rogers still in that zone defense. Lob pass on the backside to Tim Morton. Goes up and under. Misses the layup badly. Darden with the rebound. Balance to Hammonds. Here comes Hammonds. Moving right to left. Picked up by Caleb Smith. Top of the key. Here's Darden. Darden looking down low for Larry Cox, and the pass was kicked. And it'll be Rogers State basketball. 26 to shoot. Hillcats will inbound underneath their own bucket. 11:29 to play. 10-7. Hillcats lead it. Near side. Here's Thompson. Bounce pass to Harden, who steps out behind the three-point line. Three-point jumper is good. 13-7. It's a 13-0 run by Rogers State. Stars have not scored in about 7 minutes, I believe. Charlton Jones to Jackman. Jumper from 16 on the way is good. Should have said it 3 minutes ago. He's got 6 of the 9, does Jones. Or, Orland Jackman. 13-9 Rogers State. Now a turnover on the Hillcats. Caleb Smith forced it. It'll be OCU basketball. Elijah Wade into the lineup for the first time tonight. Kenny Edwards back into the lineup for Rogers State. He'll replace Darden.
And you're right, it was about 6 minutes since their last basket up until that point.
Knew it had been a while. Here's Jones into the front court. Cross court, Shane Rogers, top of the key. Jackman, three-point jumper, no, too strong. Long rebound on the far side, controlled by Alex Ewing. Ewing into the front court, picked up by Shane Rogers, around the top of the key, gets a screen from Cox, drives in, hangs in the air, floater, no, Cox rebound, shot blocked, and now a whistle and a jump ball called on a loose ball. Possession error favors Rogers State. Said it once and I'll say it again. Interesting.
It's been an interesting night.
Inbound goes to Thompson, to Cox, trying to muscle his way in against Wade and does. Tough matchup for Wade against Cox. Cox probably don't know for sure, but Cox has got him about 45 pounds. Charlton Jones. Chapman drives in. His shot no good. Wade picks it up. His tip in's good. It's 15-11, Rogers State. Hammonds working against Caleb Smith. Drives in. And now out of control as Jackman steps over and draws the charge. Foul's going to be called on Rogers State. It's on Hammonds. His first. Team's third. Rogers State. And Orland Jackman to inbound. Jones into the front court. Charlton yet to score in this one. That zone defense is giving the Stars fits. Down low, here's Wade. 6-foot jumper, no, it's short. Rebound on the floor, controlled by Williams. Williams ahead to Thompson. Thompson in the front court, now backs it back out. The 6'2 junior from Houston, the transfer from Sam Houston State. Between the two circles to Ewing. To Williams, back to Ewing. Drives in, 8-footer, hit the side of the backboard, no good. Jackman with the rebound. To Charlton Jones. Jones drives in the corner, leaves it for Shane Rogers. Now he'll back it back out to Jackman. Near side, here's Caleb Smith to Charlton Jones. Jones around the top of the key, drives in, elbow jumper, good. Jones with his first two, and OCU's within two, 15-13. Thompson into the front court. Free throw line extended, bounce pass down low to Edwards. Edwards, turnaround jumper off the glass is good.
23, Edwards, basket Rogers State.
17-13, Hillcats. Jones, top of the key, cross court to Shane Rogers in the corner. Wade, 8-foot jump on the way, no. Caleb Smith there for the tip, no good, but he's fouled. Caleb came out of nowhere. It's going to be the 4th team foul. Foul called on Kenny Edwards, his first. Caleb Smith at the line to shoot 2. 40% free throw shooter on the season is Caleb. He'll have 2 here. First one on the way. No good. All off the back iron. Corey Nicholson into the lineup for OCU. Rutherford will check back in for Rogers State. Caleb's seconds on the way, and it's good. So Caleb gets 1 of 2. It's 17-14, Rogers State. Rutherford into the front court now. A whistle and a foul called on Corey Nicholson. Away from the ball. 4th team foul on OCU. First on Corey.
Corey Nicholson, OCU. First personal, team 4, OCU.
Inbounds comes to Williams. Drives in, shot blocked. Caleb Smith with the basketball, drives in, and a whistle, and now a foul again on Corey Nicholson away from the ball. Shot was blocked by Wade, I believe. And a foul away from the basketball. I didn't see it on Corey. That's his second quick one.
Team 5.
Team's 5th. Rutherford into the front court, angles far side. Bounce pass down low to Cox. He goes to work against Wade. He's double teamed. Turnaround jumper, no. Ball tipped around, controlled by Corey Nicholson. Head to Charlton Jones. Jones drives in to Shane Rogers. Kicks it back outside to Charlton. Smart job by the Stars, not having a good shot and kicking it back out and setting something up. Shane, 1 of the 3, couldn't get it to Jones. He'll fire from 3. That's no good. And rebound controlled by Kendall Thompson. Thompson into the front court between the 2 circles. Near side, here's Rutherford. Lob pass down low to Edwards. Edwards turns, shoots, scores, and he's fouled. 16 foul. Foul called on Shane Rogers. He got his second.
Number 0, Ryan Gibson returning from Rogers State.
Ryan Gibson will check back into the lineup. He's a transfer from Wyoming, the former Cowboy. Kenny Edwards at the line. Free throw up, and it's good. Edwards 53% on the season. He's got 5 here. Jones into the front court. Lob pass far side to Shane Rogers. Back to Charlton Jones. In the corner, Caleb Smith. Give and go to Caleb to Wade, but Caleb stepped on the baseline. Turnover, OCU. Whistle and a timeout on the floor. 20-14. Hillcats lead it. 6:49 to play. We'll pause. You're listening to Stars Basketball.
My name is Sue Smith. I'm 38 years old, and I work at a graphic design company, which is funny, because I couldn't even draw a stick figure when I was a kid. But I met someone who told me, you know what, you can do anything if you really want to. And if the teenage me were here, she'd tell you I wouldn't be into drawing and art if it wasn't for Big Brothers Big Sisters. Most kids from my neighborhood don't get into art. They get into trouble. But I was lucky because my big sister showed me early on that I didn't have to be like most people. And to the young me,
that meant a lot. My big sister's name is Sheila, and Sheila is the reason that this 8-year-old grows up to have an amazing job as a graphic designer.
Whether you donate money or time, you're helping Big Brothers Big Sisters help a child, and that can last a lifetime. Start something today at BigBrothersBigSisters.org. Brought to you by Big Brothers Big Sisters and the Ad Council.
20-14, Rogers State leads it. OCU got out to a 7-0 lead, and it was a 10-0 run by Rogers State. This has been a low-scoring night of basketball here inside Abraham.
Yeah, it has. It's you kind of have to wonder if the hoops got warped in the off time while the teams were gone.
Thompson with the basketball into the front court. Goes to Williams. Back to Thompson. He'll reset to Rutherford near side. Now Rutherford will back it back out on the OCU logo at the midcourt stripe. Near side. Here's Thompson down low to Edwards. To Rutherford. 13 to shoot. Rutherford drives in, backs it back out. And he'll reset. Shot clock at 6. Rutherford drives in. Wade blocks another one. His second of the night's going to be out of bounds to who? OCU. Good help side defense by Elijah Wade to come over and swap that one away. And the Stars get it back with 6:10 to go. This zone defense, Eric, is really slowed down OCU.
Stars trying to find any penetration into the paint that they can.
There's Caleb, three-point jumper from the corner, around the rim, in. Sometimes it pays to be lucky and get a bounce, and Caleb got that one. Stars within 3.
He got about 3 bounces on that one.
He did. Thompson into the front court. Here's Rutherford between the two circles. Picks up the dribble. Goes to Ewing, who steps outside the three-point line. Lob pass down low is tipped by Wade into the hands of Jones. Stars have numbers. Charlton drives in. Kicks to Shane. Three-pointer. No, too strong. Rebound on the floor. And Ewing picks it up for the Hillcats. Rutherford will bring it into the front court. Hands it off to Thompson. To Williams. Working against Caleb Smith. Drives in. Shot, no. We're going to call a blocking foul on Wade. That was a bang-bang play there. That'll be the 17th foul on OCU, the second on Elijah Wade.
17 foul, OCU, 3 at the line. Donald
Williams will be at the line, 72% free throw shooter on the season. Williams, 6'5", junior.
4, Tim Norton, and number 33. Then Bernard in the lineup for Rogers State.
I finished my thought. I got sidetracked for a second. Couldn't read my own writing. 6'5", junior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, transferred from Ole Miss. Former running Reb. Second one up is good by Williams. He's got 2. That's 22-17. Lob down there to Tim Morton. Tim kicks it back outside to Shane. Charlton Jones. Rogers State still in the zone defense. Left side, here's Shane Rogers. Top the key between the two circles to Jones. Charlton drives in, crossover. He's bumped and a foul called on Rogers State. Couple of choices on who they're going to call it on. It's the 15th foul. It's going to be called on Rutherford. That's his second. Caleb Smith with the inbound pump fake. Jumper on the way, no. Rebound, saved. Ball tipped around. Morton couldn't handle it, and Thompson comes away with it. Rutherford all the way to the bucket. Shot blocked by Tim Morton. Orland Chapman with the rebound. 4:09 to go, first half. Here's Chapman between the two circles, swings it left side. Shane Rogers in the corner. Caleb down low to Tim Morton. Couldn't handle it again. Rutherford comes away with it. No look bounce past Thompson. Layup good. Thompson's got his first 2. And now here's a poke away from behind by Thompson into the hands of Gibson. To Williams, to Gibson. Now Gibson falls, and now they call a foul on Charlton Jones. It's the 8th team foul, first on Charlton. Corey Nicholson will check back into the lineup. He'll replace Tim Morton.
Corey Nicholson returning with OCU. And at the line for the Hillcats, number 11.
Goodwill Thompson at the line, 75% on the season. Free throw on the way, and it's good.
hurt them already, but the Stars definitely need to take advantage of the times that they were actually able to get into the zone defense against Rogers State.
Thompson transferred from Sam Houston, originally from Houston, Sam Houston State University. Second free throw is up, and he gets them both. 26-17. It's the largest lead for Rogers State. Down low, here's Corey Nicholson. One dribble, turns, shoots, no. Tip won't go by Caleb Smith. And Darden with the rebound and clears it for Rogers State. Thompson around the key, at the pick at the top of the key. Right side to Ewings. Ewings to Darden. 8-foot jumper, no, too strong. Shane Rogers had it, knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it's off of Shane. .302 to play, 9-point deficit for the Stars. Thompson to inbound, does so to Ewings, out near the timeline on the far side. Ewings dribbling between the two circles, 20 to shoot. Drives near side, now backs it back out, working against Caleb Smith, gets a screen from Darden. Goes right side to Thompson. Thompson drives on Charlton Jones all the way to the bucket, layup, rolls over the lip and in. 28-17, now whistle and a foul and a shot by Corey Nicholson, who scores. Count the basket for Corey. And he's fouled. Corey's first bucket. Foul was called on Darden, his first. That brings the Stars within 9, and Corey will have a chance to cut into that with a free throw. Corey 70% on the season. Free throw on the way, and it's too hard, no good. Now a whistle and a foul. No, a lane violation on Darden. So Corey will get another throw. Nicholson, free throw on the way, front iron, no. Tip nearly went in. Chapman whipped it, and the rebound putback is good. And it's 28-21, OCU trails it. Lob pass into the front court to Ewings. Back to Hammonds, and now a whistle and a timeout called by Rogers State. 30-second timeout, we'll pause. You're listening to Stars Basketball.
Hi, Shaquille O'Neal for RAD, recording artists, actors, and athletes that gets drunk driving. When you celebrate this holiday season, remember that life is very precious. If you're going to party, just plan ahead. Don't drink and drive. I repeat, do not drink and drive. And promise to designate a driver before you celebrate.
A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, NAB, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
28-21, Rogers State, the fifth-ranked team in the country, leads OCU. 2:13 to play here in the first half. Darden will inbound in front of us. Does so to Hammond. Hammond splits the double team. Dives in, kicks it far side to Ewings. Back to Darden in the corner. Outlet back to Ewings with 16 to shoot. 2 minutes to play, first half. Ewings around the pick, the top of the key, drives in, leaves it for Gibson. Gibson, walked with the basketball. It's Williams that walked with off the pass from Gibson. Turnover on Rogers State. Rogers to Charlton Jones, and Charlton will walk it up with 1:46 to play. North side, Caleb Smith back to Jones. Between the two circles. To Caleb. Shane on the far side. Back to Charlton Jones, 13 to shoot. Near side in the corner. Caleb Smith runs in. The floater is an air ball, and rebound controlled by Darden. Don't think that was the shot they wanted. Just guessing.
No.
1:10 to play.
Straight up in the air like that, definitely not.
Near side, here's Darden. Free throw line extended, 10 on the shot clock. Pass down low, intended for Hammond, knocked out of bounds by Orland Jackman. Rogers State basketball with 9 to shoot. Darden, Hammond to inbound, does so to Gibson. Darden, jumper on the way with 6 on the shot clock as he's falling away from 12 is good. Darden's got 5, excuse me, he got 7. It's 30 to 21 with 42 seconds to go. Here's Chapman between the two circles. Drives in, kicks it to Caleb Smith. Cross court, Shane Rogers. 3-point jumper on the way, no. Jackman had it, knocked out of bounds by Rogers State. It'll be OCU basketball. The Stars can take the last shot if they want with 27.8 to shoot, or to play rather. Charlton Jones to inbound. Does so on a lob to Corey Nicholson. Corey to Caleb, who hands it off to Charlton Jones with 20 seconds to play first half. Stars with a 9-point deficit. Jones drives in. Floater in the air is good. Now a near steal by Shane Rogers. Knocked it out of bounds, and Rogers State will have it with 4 seconds to go.
Tried to get the timeout as he was running out, but unable to get it quick enough.
Hammond inbounds to Ewing. Ewing down the near side. 1 second. He carried the basketball, I believe. Yes, he did. And they should put some more time on the clock, I think. 0.6 seconds remaining. But after the whistle, I thought a couple of tenths of a second ran off. I could be wrong. The Stars are going to get the basketball, and 0.6 is enough to catch and shoot. Shane Rogers will inbound. Does so on a lob. Tip won't go. It's knocked away. That's the end of the first half. 30 to 23. OCU trails it at the break. We'll pause. You're listening to Stars Basketball.
And welcome back to Abe Lemons Arena. Eric Rogers here with you at halftime as the Oklahoma City University men trail this one 23-30 against 5th-ranked Rogers State. Leading the scoring for the Hillcats, Manefta Darlin, he has 7 points off the bench. He's 3 of 6 from the field, has 6 rebounds, and has 1 block as well. Next in the scoring, Kendra Thompson, he has 6 points. He's 2 of 3 from the field and has 2 free throws, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 turnover. Next in the scoring was Kenny Edwards. He had 5 points. He was 2 of 2 from the field, added 1 free throw, has 2 rebounds, and a turnover as well. Scoring for the Hillcats in the first half, they were 11 of 26 for 42.3%. They had 9 turnovers and 19 rebounds, 5 offensive and 14 defensive rebounds. For the Stars leading the scoring, Orlin Jackman, he has 8 points, and he was 4 of 10 from the field. Has 7 rebounds and 1 steal. Charlton Jones has 4 points. He was 2 of 4 from the field. Has 3 assists and 3 steals along with 3 turnovers. And also with 4 points, Caleb Smith. He's 1 of 3 from the field, that coming from the 3-point line, and 1 free throw. He has 1 rebound and 1 turnover. And with 2 blocks in the first half, but no points, Alhaji Wade with 2 big blocks in the first half. Scoring for the Stars, they were 10 of 29 from the field, 34.5%. And they had 16 rebounds, 9 turnovers, and 6 of their rebounds being offensive. Points in the paint, OCU leads that one 14-10. Points off of turnovers, Rogers State leads that one 7-4. Second chance points, OCU has that advantage 10-8. Both teams tied on the fast break points, 4 points apiece. And points off the bench, Rogers State has 13. Oklahoma City University has 8. Once again at halftime, the Stars trail this one 23-30. And we will have the call of the second half coming up here in just a few minutes. You're listening to Stars Basketball on OCUSports.com.
Friends in, pass and beyond, especially those who aren't with us too long. Finding so much precious things you can't lose. While you were here, the fun was never ending. Like a minute was only beginning. Chemical and nickel, this one's for you. turn it on, I set the tone, and I know I'm ready to go. I saw you looking up against the wall, and I knew you were ready to go. Tonight, I'm a different guy, forget about the things you know. If you wanna do it, we can do it right. Can see you coming home, 'cause I'm ready to go.
Welcome back inside at Bloomington Arena. Greg Merrick, Eric Rogers with you. Stars trail as we get ready to start the second half, 30-23. OCU, 14.3% shooting from the three-point line, 1 of 7. 10 of 29 from the field, 35%.
And quick halftime scores. Second-ranked Oklahoma Baptist leads Wayland Baptist 37-25, and a shocker, Mid-America Christian leads 13th-ranked John Brown 37-23 at halftime.
Jackman takes it strong to the bucket, kisses it off the glass for 2 to start the half. Stars within 5. Jackman has 10. There's Rutherford, drives in, now reverses dribble. Looking down low for Cox, couldn't find him. Instead goes to Edwards between the two circles. Now he goes with Cox. Cox trying to back his way in, up and under, layup good.
That's number 42, Larry Cox, Rogers State.
Cox has 4, it's 32-25 OCU. Jordan Adams, right side free throw line extended. Picks up his dribble between the two circles. To Charlton Jones. Jones picked up by Rutherford. They start out in a man-to-man. Hillcats do. Shot on the way, no. Foul called. And Jones will be at the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to be called on Rutherford, I believe. That'll be his 3rd. That is the case. First team foul. That's what Rogers State did this first half. He started out in a man, then went to a zone. And Stars got off to a 7-0 lead in that man-to-man. And once the zone hit, they struggled from there on out. Jones free throw on the way, and it's good. Charlton has 5 points, 72% free throw shooter on the season. He averages 12.2 points per contest. Jones will have one more. 2 dribbles, spins it, one more dribble, shot on the way, and it's good. 32-27. Now OCU will put on some full court defense. Rutherford breaks the double team into the front court to Williams. Thompson, he'll fire a long fade-away 3 over Tim Morton, and it's good. That's a tough shot. Now Tim Morton down low, shot no, foul called on Larry Cox, and now a technical call on Cox.
Foul number 42, Larry Cox, Rogers State. Second personal foul.
It's a second on Cox.
And a technical foul on number 42, Rogers State.
And the technical will be his third.
Second and third personal fouls. Third team foul. Number 4 at the line, Tim. Check that.
Charlton Jones will shoot the technical.
Charlton Jones, OCU.
Not sure if anything was said, but Cox had a little bit of a stare down on Morton as the foul was called.
Jones free throw on the way, and it's good. Second one on the way for Chapman, and he missed it. He gets 1 of 2. And now Tim Morton will be at the line to shoot his 2 free throws.
Now number 4, Tim Morton.
Tim on the season, 68% free throw shooter. He has 1 point here today. Averages 10 a game. First one's on the way, and it's good. And Tim will get one more. Second free throw is on the way as well, and he hits both. He's got 3, and it's a 5-point game, 35-30 Rogers State.
Good break for the Stars to make up a couple points on that.
Rutherford into the front court. Far side angles it to Williams. Gets a screen from Gibson. Around the top of the key between the leg dribble. Down low to Rutherford. Layup no. Tim Morton with the rebound for OCU. Clears it far side to Jones. Charlton racing down the middle of the floor. Now backs it back out near side. Lob down low to Jackman. Orland double team. Drives in, spins. Kicks it back outside. Lob pass down low. Tim Morton. Layup good. Great find by Charlton Jones. It's a 3-point lead for Rogers State. Here's Thompson, near side, between the 2 circles, Edwards. Edwards, pull up, 3-point jumper on the way, no. Rebound underneath Gibson. His putback is no good. And Tim Morton with the rebound for OCU. Out with far side, Shane Rogers. Lob pass down low, Jackman. Somehow saved it from going out of bounds, and no, he did not. Lost his balance. Out of bounds to Rogers State.
15, Alex Hughes returning, Rogers State.
There was some contact there. And I don't know if there was enough to draw the whistle. But I thought Orland was trying to call a timeout. Apparently he wasn't. Rogers State gets it back. Thompson drives in, loses the handle, gets it back outside. Gibson. Lob pass far side, 3-point fadeaway jumper on the way by Williams is good. That's 3 of those fadeaways they've hit. Shot on the way, good by Jackman, but they're going to call an offensive foul on Orland.
Charlton.
Excuse me, on Charlton Jones. That's his second, and they're going to wave off the bucket. Wow. Here's Ewings. Around the top of the key. Thompson, three-point jumper on the way. No. Jackman with the rebound for OCU. Orland down the middle of the floor. All the way to the bucket layup. No. Too strong. Rebound tipped out and controlled by Ewings of Rogers State. 3-on-2 break. Kick out to William. Pump fakes. Lets the defender go by. Three-point jumper. No. Ball tipped around and Troynell Adams comes away with it for Charlton Jones. Jones, 2-on-2 break. Drives in. Leaves it for Shane Rogers. Top of the key. Here's Tim Morton. Right side Troynell. Lob pass down low, Jackman. He's double, triple team underneath the reverse layup, no. And rebound controlled by Rogers State. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the Hillcats. 38-32, Rogers State leads it. We'll pause. You're listening to Stars Basketball.
Can you tell if this burger contains bacteria that could cause kidney failure? Listen. Can't, can you? You can't see it either. There's only one way to tell if you've cooked meat and poultry to a bacteria-killing temperature. Use a food thermometer. It's not an extra step or a nice to have. Raw or undercooked meat may contain bacteria that can make you very sick, or worse. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year, and roughly 3,000 will die. But you can keep your family safer by using a food thermometer every time. Learn more about this and other important information. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. That's foodsafety.gov. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
38-32, Rogers State leads it here in the second half at 8 Women's Arena. Again, program reminder, Saturday we'll be on the air at 3 and 5 as the Stars travel to Siloam Springs, Arkansas to take on John Brown. Hope you can join us. Darden into the front court, off the inbound. Stars in a man-to-man. Bounce pass down low to Gibson. Gibson underneath to Darden, right through his hands. OCU basketball as it sails out of bounds. Charlton Jones. Lob into the front court to Shane Rogers. Shane drives it into the corner to Tim Morton. Tim is double teamed, in trouble. Tried to throw it back to Charlton and threw it away. Gibson with it. Ewings into the front court to Thompson. Kendall drives in. There's a foul before the shot. It's going to be on Troynell Adams. It'll be Troynell's third. Team's second. Ewings will inbound for the Hillcats. Still looking. Lofts it into Darden, and he's fouled by Orland Jackman. That'll be Jackman's first. Third team foul.
Team 3, OCU.
Lob in the backcourt to Ewings. He'll bring it up. Left side, here's Williams. Gets a screen from Gibson. Williams drives all the way to the bucket. Finger roll layup is good. Williams got 7. Back to an 8-point lead. Near side, here's Shane Rogers. Lob pass. Back to Charlton. Returns the favor to Shane in the corner. Troynell hesitates. He's double teamed. Back to Shane. Cross-court pass from Charlton Jones. Jones drives in, kicks it back outside. Shane Rogers. Pump fakes, drives in, kisses off the glass. No. Ball tipped and into the hands of Darden of Rogers State. Thompson into the front court. Shane Rogers awaits him. Right side. Here's Ewings. Gets a screen from Darden. Comes around the top of the key. Left side to Williams. Down low to Gibson. Could not save it from going out of bounds. Up on the baseline. It's OCU basketball. Jones quickly into the front court for OCU. To Troynell Adams. Troynell back to Charlton, and Jones will set it up with 14:50 to play. Lob pass near side, Shane Rogers. Rogers State has gone to a trapping zone defense now. High post. Here's Tim Morton. One dribble, strong move to the bucket. Misses the layup. Troynell with the rebound. Outlet to Charlton Jones. Jones drives in. Floater in the air. No. Gibson with the rebound and clears it for Rogers State.
Way too many easy shots being missed by the Stars.
There's definitely been some of those. Thompson drives in, traveled with it as he shuffled his feet. Turnover, Rogers State. Corey Nicholson into the lineup. Justin Hammond will check in.
Nicholson return. OCU, Rogers State. Also number 42, Larry Cox.
Larry Cox back in the lineup as well for the Hillcats. Here's Troynell, far side in the corner. Back to Charlton. Near side, Shane Rogers. To Jones between the two circles. Right side, Adams as they swing the ball. Jones top of the key to Jackman. Troynell in the corner on the far side. Back to Jackman, drives in, throws up a wild shot. No. Cox with the rebound. Over the head baseball pass to Hammonds. One dribble, layup good.
Justin Hammond, basket, Rogers State.
10-point lead for Rogers State. There's Jackman. Near side, in the corner, Shane Rogers. Bounce pass down low to Corey Nicholson, and a whistle, a foul called on Darden. That's Darden's second, fourth team foul.
Rogers State, 23, Kenny Edwards returning.
Kenny Edwards will check back into the lineup for Rogers State. Off the inbound, Shane Rogers drives in, double punch layup, no. Rebound, Jackman underneath, one dribble layup, good. Foul called, count the basket for Orland Jackman. Jackman's got 12, foul called on Cox. That's Cox's fourth.
Rogers State, 2 line, Orland Jackman, basket's good.
Jackman will be at the line for one free throw, 67% free throw shooter on the season. Free throw on the way, and it's good.
25, Joey Twilley.
Twilley will check into the lineup. Senior from Jinx, Oklahoma. I think Twilley's first action tonight, if I'm not mistaken. And he'll inbound. Does so to Hammond. Hammond trying to work out of a double team. Comes to the midcourt, strike down. He is double team, and now a turnover. Corey Nicholson with it to Shane. Back to Corey, layup good. A whistle and a timeout called. 42-37. OCU trails it. We'll pause. You're listening to Stars Basketball.
All right, dads, here's a parenting test. What is this sound?
Thanks, Dad.
The sound of a lot of time spent understanding each other. Those two words are really saying respect. Now that's a hard thing to teach. But don't get discouraged. It takes time. Lots of quality time.
This message from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
42-37, OCU trails this one, 13:23 to play here in the second half. Hillcats with the basketball. Ewings will inbound. Does so to Hammond. Hillcats going the length of the floor. Now the Stars back off the full court pressure and will pick up man-to-man at the half-court strike. Hammond backs it back out and will reset. Gets a screen from Ewings. From Edwards. Ewings drives in. Back to Hammond. One dribble to Edwards. 16-foot jumper, good.
23, Edwards, basket, Rogers State.
Edwards got 7. It's 44-37 Hillcats. Top of the key, here's Jackman to Jones. Three-point jumper on the way. Got it. Jones has got 10. It's a 4-point game. Here's Alex Ewings. Near side to Hammond. 18 on the shot clock. Comes around, picks the top of the key, takes it all the way to the bucket, misses the layup. Slam follow by Edwards with authority with the left hand. It's a 6-point lead. Near side, here's Jackman. Three-point jumper, got it! Stars within 3. Ewens with the basketball on the far side. Comes around and picks the top of the key by Edwards. Back to Ewens, between the 2 circles. Working against Troynell Adams. Gets a screen from Ewens again. Drives in, kicks it outside. Crowley, three-point jumper, no. Rebound tipped around. Jones and Troynell Adams collide, but into the hands of Shane Rogers. The ball goes to Jackman. Turnaround 8-footer, no. Edwards with the rebound for Rogers State. Quickly into the front court to Ewens. Drives in. Jumper in the lane is good.
15, Alex Ewens.
Ewens has 3, and it's 48-43. Hillcats. Shane drives in. Tried to get it to Jackman. Gets through his hands, but out to the midcourt strike, and Charlton Jones recovers. Jones, far side to Troynell Adams. High post, Corey Nicholson. One dribble, Corey. Jumper around the rim, no. Rebound in the corner, controlled by Ewens. Ewens angles far side, now explodes to the rim, layup no. Offensive foul called as guess who slid over? Corey Nicholson to take it. That'll be the 5th, 16th foul. First on Alex Ewens. Gibson into the lineup. Williams and Rutherford back in for Rogers State. Caleb Smith will check in for OCU. He'll replace Troynell Adams.
Nicholson getting his guaranteed offensive foul drawn.
Jackman right side to Shane Rogers. Back to Orland near side. Here's Charlton Jones. Stars trailing 48-43, 10-20 to play. Shane around the pick, the top of the key to Charlton. Back to Shane Rogers. 13 to shoot. Jackman to Jones. Charlton will fire another 3. No, too strong. Rebound in the corner, controlled by Williams. To Hammond into the front court. Between the legs dribbles. He backs it back out with 26 to shoot. Down low. Edwards misses the layup. Gibson's there for the putback. Gibson has 4, and it's back to a 7-point lead. And a timeout called by OCU. 50-43, 9:47 to play. We'll pause as well. You're listening to Stars Basketball.
My name is Charles. My name is Charles. One day I had a sudden headache. I had a headache. My arm went numb and I felt confused. My arm went tingly. I was having a stroke. My wife dialed 911. I had a stroke on the bus. Seconds made all the difference. If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911. Time lost is brain lost. For more information, visit powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Most days go by without a whole lot of surprises. But what if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life, as you know it, has completely turned on its head? Would you be prepared? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, be ready. Get a kit. Make a plan. Be informed. Learn how at www.ready.gov. Brought to you by the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the Ad Council.
Greg Merrick, Eric Rogers with you. 43-50. The Stars trail it by 7. They're in the second half. OCU will have the basketball. We resume play. 9:47 to go. Shane to inbound, does so to Charlton Jones. Back to Shane Rogers. Lobs it near side to Charlton. Back to Shane. To Charlton. Cross-court pass to Caleb Smith. Back to Shane Rogers. Shane, one dribble to Caleb. 8-foot jumper, no. Tipped by Orland Chapman, won't go, but there's going to be a foul called on Gibson. That'll be his first 17th foul. It'll be 1-and-1 opportunity for Charlton Jones. Free throw on the way, and it's good. Jones has 17, another big night against Rogers State. Second one on the way, and he got both of them. 50-45 Hillcats.
Jackman with a double-double tonight as well.
Rutherford to Hammond. Back to Rutherford in the corner. Caleb Smith picks him up as he walks near the midcourt stripe. Shot clock down to 10. Crossover. Backs it back out with 4. 3 seconds. Williams. 2 seconds. 1. Not going to get the shot off, but the ball is stripped and taken away by Caleb Smith anyway. Shane Rogers cross court to Charlton Jones. In the corner, here's Caleb. One dribble. Top of the key to Jackman. Jumper on the way by Shane Rogers. Three-pointer. It's good. Shane has 5, and Stars are within 2 at 50-48. Hammond into the front court, gets a screen by Gibson, crossover, drives in, hesitates, kicks it outside Rutherford, three-point jumper short, no. Ball tipped out by Gibson, but into the hands of Charlton Jones. Jones to the bucket, tried to bounce, pass it underneath to Wade, goes off his hands out of bounds to Rogers State.
Would have been a great chance for OC to tie it up on that, but fortunately, throwing the needle, Wade wasn't able to get the handle on the ball.
Thompson back into the lineup for Rogers State, and he has it now off a pick. Three-point jumper's too strong, no. Shane Rogers with the rebound, outlets near side, Charlton Jones. Caleb Smith. Caleb exposed down the lane, reverse layup, no. Jackman had it, tipped out of bounds by Gibson. It'll be OCU basketball. Stars can tie or take the lead on this possession. Lob comes to Wade. Back to Charlton Jones. 7:40 to go. Right side, here's Caleb Smith. Free throw line extended. Back to Charlton Jones near side. Rogers State gone back to that zone defense. High post, here's Jackman. Kicks it outside Shane. Three-point jumper, in and out, no. Was halfway down and popped out. And Edwards clears for Rogers State. Looked good when he left his hand right in front of us. Edwards with the basketball, backs it back out, cross-court pass to Rutherford. Lob pass down low, Gibson. Working against Wade, tries to back his way in. Now he's double-teamed, turnaround jumper around the rim and in.
Brian Gibson on the basket, Rogers State. Larry Cox.
Larry Cox will check back in the lineup to replace Gibson. Cox back in with those 4 fouls, and it's a 4-point lead for Rogers State. 6:45 to go. Charlton Jones backdoor pass to Shane Rogers. Shot no, foul called. It'll be a blocking foul on Rutherford. For Rutherford, that'll be his 4th. So Rutherford and Cox both with 4.
And the 18th foul, Rogers State. Shane Rogers to the line, OCU.
Shane Rogers at the line to shoot 2. Shane on the season, 63% free throw shooter. First is on the way, no good. Shane will have one more. free throw of the way. Shane gets 1 of 2. He's got 6. And it's a 3-point game. Williams inbounds to Thompson. He's double teamed in the backcourt. Back to Rutherford near side. Rutherford into the front court. To Williams in the corner. Drives in. Has it stripped and stolen by Jackman, who saves it to Charlton Jones. Great hustle underneath by Jackman. Here's Orland, top of the key to Charlton in the corner. Caleb Smith fakes a 3, drives in, 8-foot jumper, good. Stars within 1, 52-51. Shocker, they were in a close one. 6 minutes to play. Rutherford, top of the key, here's Thompson. Drives in, backs it back out, fade away, got it as he fell down. He's got 11. Timeout on the floor. 54-51, Hillcats lead it. We'll pause. You're listening to Stars Basketball.
I wasn't going to school because I was just making money stealing cars. And one day I was put into juvie for 2 stolen cars, robbery of a house, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Well, I was 10 when I first got involved with drugs. I skipped school because, nobody cared. I was on drugs, and my mom didn't really care because she was on drugs. She was never home.
When I first got pregnant, school was not important to me, so I dropped out. And now that I'm 15, I have 2 babies.
I was heading nowhere. I just thought the only way I can make something out of my life is if I get an education. One day I was locked up. That's when I really realized that, it wasn't for me. I was only in there 2 months, but to me that was enough. It'd be better for me to stay in school, just get my education.
I still need to go to school and make it for myself. Stay in school. Give yourself a chance.
I think I'm happier now. I know I'm happier now.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
We're back inside Abe Lemons Arena. Stars have cut it to 3. Got as close as 1 until that last bucket by Rogers State. 54-51 is your score. OCU trying to get above 500 on the season and improve their conference record to 9-10. 5:55 to play. Joe drew to the front court. Here's Caleb Smith, 6-foot jumper, good. Caleb's got 8, and it's 54-53 Rogers State. Here's Rutherford, right side to Thompson. Gets a screen from Cox. Comes around the top of the key. Swings it left side in the corner. Rutherford, 3-point jumper, no. Shane Rogers rebounds and saves it to Wade. Charlton Jones. Stars can take the lead on this possession. Here's Charlton between the 2 circles. 5:10 to play. Near side, Shane Rogers. Shane in the corner to Charlton, to Wade. Wade will fire an 8-footer. Got it. Wade's got 4, and the Stars lead it by 1. 55-51, and Williams answers with the 3. It's back to a 2-point lead by Rogers State. Well, that didn't last long.
Not at all. But a glimmer of hope.
2 seconds. Here's Jackman, top of the key, swings it right side to Shane Rogers, then Shane threw it away. Tried a no-look pass, Rutherford takes it, and then to make matters worse, Shane commits a foul. That'll be Shane's 3rd. 4th team foul.
Stars with their fouls for good there. Good work to break up the fast break.
Hewlett's back into the lineup, and he'll inbound. Goes to Thompson. Thompson into the front court between the 2 circles. Right side, here's Ewing. 4:20 to play. Around the top of the key, angles far side. In the corner, Thompson. Down low, Cox. Larry goes to work. Double clutch layup, no. Foul called on Wade. And for Wade, that'll be his 2nd, team's 5th. That'll put Larry Cox at the line. Cox on the season, 73% free throw shooter, averages 11 points a game, got just 4 here tonight. Of course, he's been hampered by those fouls all evening. Cox's first free throw is up, and it's good. Tim Morton back in the lineup to replace Elijah Wade. Cox will have one more. Cox from Bryan, Georgia. Second one's on the way. It's good. Darden back into the lineup to replace Cox. Wildcats have built a 4-point lead again after the Stars took the lead about 30 seconds ago. Here's Charlton Jones from the 2 circles. Jackman right side. Caleb Smith. Lob underneath the Caleb shot. No. Foul called. Good look by Shane Rogers. Foul's going to be on Darden. That's his third, 9th team foul. That'll put Caleb Smith at the line. Caleb, 40% free throw shooter on the season. He's 1 of 2 tonight. First one's on the way, and it's good. Caleb's got 9 off the bench. Larry Cox will check back into the lineup. He'll replace Edwards. Caleb with one more. Free throw on the way. It's short. No good. Darden with the rebound for Rogers State. Near side, here's Ewings. 3:48 to go. 3-point lead for the Hillcats. Here's Thompson in the corner. 3-point jumper, no. Too strong. Rebound fought for. Jackman with it. To Charlton Jones. Jones into the front court. Backs it back out. Shane Rogers, top of the key. In the corner is Caleb. Down low to Jackman. Orland spins. Kicks it back outside to Shane. Back to Jackman. Pump. Drives in. Hook shot, no. Rebound on the floor. Picked up by Larry Cox. Stars trailing by 3, 3:15 to play. Ewings into the front court. Gets a pick from Cox. He'll fire another 3. In and out, no. Tim Morton with the rebound. Out on the far side, Charlton Jones. Stars can get within 1 or tie here. Gets a screen from Tim at the top of the key. Backs it back out. Lob pass to Caleb Smith. To Jackman between the 2 circles to Shane. To Charlton Jones. Jones will drive in. Loses the hander. Nearly stolen. Leaves it for Caleb Smith underneath. He returns the favor to Tim Morton. Shot no. Rebound controlled by Darden, and Morton with the foul over the back. His first. Team 6.
Tim Morton. First personal foul. Team 6 OCU. 31, Corey Nicholson in the lineup.
Corey Nicholson will check into the lineup to replace Tim Morton.
Rising number 4, Tim Morton.
Thompson with the inbound back to Ewings. To Thompson. Gets a pick from Larry Cox, drives in, turns around, shot, in and out, no. Cox with the rebound, had it stripped, and then his recovery, his shot is blocked by Jackman. Into the hands of Charlton Jones. Stars still trailing by 3. Another opportunity to tie or get within 1. Jackman drives in, draws body contact, no foul. Corey Nicholson's there for the putback. Corey's got 6, and third trip's the charm, Eric. They're finally within 1.
Hopefully the next time, if they're able to take the lead, I won't think so.
Whistle and the timeout called by Rogers State with 1:50 to play. Hillcats lead it by 1.
Hopefully it'll last longer than 2 seconds next time.
Yeah. 1:50 to go. Timeout on the floor. Full timeout. We'll pause. You're listening to Stars Basketball.
Here are the books you asked for. Can I suggest anything else?
No, thanks. I hope these will help. Martha, how's your search going? Have you found any new ideas for the Junior Scouts project? I don't want to end up doing the same project we've done for the past 5 years.
Not to worry, Evelyn. Listen to this. The kids can learn geography and practice arts and crafts by making maps of the United States out of doilies.
That's the stupidest idea I've ever heard in my whole life.
Oh, like you have a better one.
Oh, where'd you get that idea anyway? Out of the Stupid Projects for Stupid Heads book?
Shh, ladies, please.
When adults run out of ideas for helping children, they can feel as frustrated as kids. So where can grown-ups go for more ideas? ConnectForKids.org on the web. Get connected to thousands of resources for helping kids in your community.
I'm rubber, you're glue. Mrs. Dyro, is there a problem? She started it.
Shh. ConnectForKids.org. Guidance for grown-ups.
A public service message brought to you by the Benton Foundation, the Ad Council, and this station.
59-58. Rogers State leads it. Vanilla Ice playing in the background, and Stars are hopeful that someone has ice in their veins when it comes to taking the last shot, if it comes down to that. Ewings will inbound. He'll do it in front of the scores table across from us. Gets it inbound to Williams. 20 on the shot clock for the Hillcats. Near side. Ewings around the top of the key. He's hedged by Corey Nicholson. Far corner. Jumper on the way by Thompson. It's an air ball. Cox with it. Goes up, shoots, scores, and he's fouled. Foul's going to be called on Corey Nicholson. That'll be his third. It's a 17th foul, but none of those things are important right now as Cox will head to the line trying to complete a three-point play. Larry Cox on the season, 73% free throw shooter, averages 11 points a game. He's got 8 tonight. Free throw on the way, and it's good. That makes it a two-possession game with 1:35 to play. Hammond back into the lineup for Rogers State. Charlton Jones picks the ball up the midcourt stripe. Works against this zone. Right side here's Shane Rogers around the top of the key to Jackman. Near side here's Charlton Jones. Drives in, leaves it for Orland. Chapman, three-point jumper on the way. No. And we have a whistle and a foul called on the rebound. It's going to be called on Rogers State. It's going to be called on Hammond. That's Hammond's second. 10th team foul, so it'll be 2 free throws for Shane Rogers. Shane on the season just 63% from the charity stripe. He's got 6 points tonight. First one on the way, and it's good. 2 of 3 from the line tonight is Shane.
Stars with 17 fouls. They have a couple to work with if they need to try and get the one-and-ones, get the front ends missed, and take them back for points.
Second free throw on the way, and Shane hits both of them. Those are big. And we have a timeout on the floor. 1:22 to play. 62-60. Hillcats lead it. Stars have played in 11 games decided by 5 points or less. Could be number 12 tonight. We'll pause. You're listening to Stars Basketball.
Here's a test for you. Listen and identify the following water-saving devices in your home. Ready? That's the sound of water-saving device number 54, your toothbrush. Turning the water off while you brush your teeth saves more than 1,000 gallons a year. Next, that's your clock. Water-saving device number 23. Use it to reduce your shower by 5 minutes and save nearly 9,000 gallons a year. Try this one. Right, it's water-saving device number 83, your washing machine. Washing full loads of laundry or dishes can save thousands of gallons of water each year. Last clue. That's you, logging on to waterusitwisely.com, a fun website filled with hundreds of water-saving tips from your local water utility and the Metropolitan Washington Council of Governments. There are a number of ways to save water, and they all start with you. Water. Use it wisely.
62-60. Hillcats of Rogers State. 5th-ranked team in America. They lead OCU by 2 with 1:22 to play. Shocker going on at the Gulfkey Activity Center down the south part of Oklahoma City. Mid-America has now opened up a 87-59 lead over 13th-ranked John Brown. Wow.
30 seconds remaining.
1:17 to play here. Thompson with the basketball. We have a whistle and an offensive foul called on Thompson. Shane Rogers took it. Player control foul, no free throws, but the Stars will get the basketball back and a chance to tie or take the lead. Wow, what a time for Shane to pull that out of his hat. 1:12 to go from Abe Lemons. Charlton Jones into the front court. Far side to Shane, back to Charlton between the two circles, working against his zone defense still. In the corner, here's Shane, now an illegal screen called on Corey Nicholson. And that came from way away, that called it. That's Corey's fourth. The 8th team foul on OCU. And more importantly, Rogers State gets the basketball back. Maurice Rutherford into the lineup. 5'10" senior from Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Cox with the inbound, back to Ewing. Far side Thompson. Cross-court pass to Rutherford. Good save by Rutherford. Drives the baseline, hangs in the air, knocked it out of bounds. It's off of Rutherford. It'll be OCU basketball. 50.7 seconds to go. Stars with a chance to tie or take the lead again. Elijah Wade checks into the lineup for OCU. Hammonds will check back in for Rogers State. 50.7 seconds to go. Stars trail it by 2. One timeout for Rogers State. The Stars have 2. Possession arrow does favor the Hillcats. Should that come up? Charlton Jones into the front court. Far side to Shane Rogers, back to Jones. Near side, here's Caleb Smith to Charlton. Right side, Shane. Top of the key, here's Charlton Jones. 24 to shoot, 38 on the shot, on the game clock. Jones gets a screen from Wade. Hesitates, drives in, runner in the lane off the glass, no. And rebound controlled by Darden. Now a whistle and a foul. They're going to foul Rutherford in the backcourt. Foul will be on Charlton Jones. That'll be his third.
Third personal foul.
Rutherford on the season, 74% free throw shooter.
Hey, Rutherford, you better not miss.
25.6 seconds to play.
Rogers State.
Rutherford's free throw on the way, and it's good. Rutherford only averages 3 points a contest, and that's where he's at right now. And OCU will take one of their 2 remaining timeouts. We'll pause. You're listening to Stars Basketball.
What's an American tradition? Baseball? Maybe. Apple pie? Sometimes. Bacon fat on toast? Definitely. When the cupboard's empty and chicken, beef, fish, and fresh vegetables are nowhere to be found, bacon fat on toast is hot and it's cheap. And it's almost as good as a real dinner. Simply take that old tin of bacon drippings you've been storing away and spread some over hot toast. Suddenly your discarded leftovers are transformed into a hot meal that can fill up your whole family. All across America, people just like you are sitting down to bacon fat on toast. When you're hungry, it's the sensible thing to do.
Unfortunately, bacon fat on toast is more popular than you'd think. Right now, 1 out of 5 American children is living with hunger as their parents struggle to make ends meet. Please call 1-800-FEED-KIDS and find out how you can fight child hunger. The sooner you believe it, the sooner we can end it. Brought to you by the Ad Council, America's Second Harvest, and Feeding Children Better.
It's final at the Gulke Activity Center in south part of Oklahoma City. Mid-America Christian has upset John Brown in impressive fashion, 87-59, the final from the Gulke Activity Center this evening. Here, it's another tight one, 63-60, 25.6 seconds to go. And Rutherford will be at the line trying to make it a 2-possession game. Free throw on the way, and he missed it. No good. Stars with a chance to tie. 22 seconds to go. Each team with a timeout. Charlton Jones to Jackman. Drives in. Hangs in the air. Shot. Got it. 14 seconds to go. Stars within 1, and now a foul in the backcourt. Foul was called on Jackman. His first. On Shane Rogers' his fourth. They found Hammond. Hammond just a 69% free throw shooter on the season. We'll have two here. First one on the way, no good. 14.3 to go. Stars trail it by one. Hammond will have one more. On the way, got it. It's a 2-point lead, 13 seconds to go. Stars are going to push it, now call timeout. It's OCU's last timeout, and so they have to get it in on the inbound. It's a 30-second break. We'll keep it here. 10.9 to go. So many times this year, Eric, the game has come down to this for OCU. It's critical now that they're able to get the basketball in because they are out of timeouts.
2 points down. Probably going to run down the clock as much as they can. Try and get that 3-point play. But they're going to have to keep an eye out, try and get that 2-point play if they have to, tie it up and send it into overtime.
Well, if you have a three, you take it, but I think you try to, if you can, you may try to send this one to the extra frame. In reality, you're probably just looking for an open shot. You probably drop a play that has 2 or 3 different options. And whatever option they give you, the defense can't cover all of them, you wouldn't think. Shane Rogers will inbound, does so to Jackman. Jackman, power move to the bucket, shot good! Foul call! Count the basket by Orland Jackman! Holy Moses! What a move by Jackman! The Hillcat Killer has done it again for the time being. And now Rogers State will use their last timeout. We're tied at 64. Full timeout. We'll pause. I'll get a drink of water. You're listening to Stars Basketball.
Hello, car of teenagers. If you don't mind, I'm only going to broadcast this out of the speaker on the passenger side so we can talk without the driver listening in.
Okay, now that we're alone, we can talk about your friend's driving. It's okay, he can't hear us. Now, I'd never say this to his face, but he might be the worst driver in the history of the world. You should say something witty. Make a joke about the airbag or something. Hearses are funny, too. You could make a joke about hearses. I better say something to the driver real quick so he doesn't get suspicious that we're talking about him.
Still talking to the passenger. Not about you at all. Just going to be 1 more minute.
He is totally going to get you killed.
Find other interesting ways to speak up against reckless driving by visiting our website at speakuporelse.com. Because it doesn't matter what you say, just say something. Brought to you by the Ad Council and speakuporelse.com.
Tied at 64. Orland Jackman has a new nickname. This holds. The Hillcat Killer. Jackman had 29 at the Expo Center in Claremore. He has 22 this evening, and he'll be at the line trying to give the Stars the lead with 8.7 seconds to go. Both teams out of timeouts. Possession arrow favors Rogers State should that come up. Haji Wade, Charlton Jones, Caleb Smith, Orland Jackman, Shane Rogers on the floor for the Stars. Ewings, Thompson, Cox, Williams, and Rutherford on the floor for Hillcats. Jackman at the line trying to give the Stars the lead. Tied at 64. On the season, 67% free throw shooter. Free throw on the way. He got it. Stars lead it by 1. 8.7 seconds to go. Full court pressure. Ewings will inbound. Still looking. Holland gets it to Thompson. Thompson into the front court with 4 seconds to go. 3 seconds. Drives in. 2. Hangs in the air. Shot. Falls off the left. Game's over. Game's over. The Stars have finally survived one. They upset the 5th-ranked Hillcats of Rogers State. The final score 65-64. to 64. OCU wins it. The Stars improved to 11 and 12 overall, 9 and 10 in Sooner Athletic Conference play. Rogers State falls to 20 and 6 on the season, 13 and 6 in Sooner Athletic Conference play. Final